All right, so this is really less than ideal, and I really don't like the idea of having to do this, but this is a remodel project, and the old tub that we removed had some kind of weird skirt that kind of bumped out irregularly. So when I put a new tub in, I got a really ugly gap here, probably about an inch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a piece of tile, and I'm just gonna basically create a border right up against the tub. So I'm gonna cut out this existing tile, and well, first I gotta take the baseboard off to be able to do that. But I'm basically just gonna be cutting the existing tile and putting a little border piece up against the tub. This is gonna save me from having to replace the entire floor, and really that wasn't the idea. Again, this is just a remodel project. I mean, if it was my bathroom, I would not want fake tile like this particle board tile. But again, we're saving money. We're just doing the tub. So this is the things that you have to be able to take concession on if you're not gonna spend thousands more dollars in redoing everything. So let's get this baseboard out of here. Hopefully I can reuse this. I don't know if I will or not, but we're just gonna butt this straight up to the tub, and we're just gonna make a mark on the tile. There, so that's nice and straight. Okay, so what we're gonna use is a Montolet CGX blade. So this is a good porcelain blade. Now I would have loved to use the one with my dust extractor on it, but I need to see this line to be able to cut this nicely. So I'm just gonna be freehanding it. So I don't recommend this, but I took the guard off of my grinder because I need to get this last little 3/4 inch piece cut to the tile. I don't want to, clip that and screw that up. So taking the guard off will allow me to go into the baseboard and into the wall a little bit to cut this. Tell you what, this little quick device right here really makes it nice. If you ever had those regular type of connectors, that's a real pain in the neck. This thing is awesome. It's like 20 bucks or something like that, but it allows you to change these blades really easily. That works pretty well. I'd normally have blisters on my hands when I'm trying to scrape something out like that. So that's a pretty cool tool. I wish I would have had this years ago. But yeah, scraping up the Dietrich, scraping up some of that thin set. Now I'll be able to get a good bond and fill that piece in. So there's no doubt having a professional saw makes a world of difference. And as you see at the end there, so that you can avoid chipping these little corners like the other tabletop, it's really, you had to be very, very slow and allow the blade to cut. This, you're able to plunge cut and be able to avoid that from happening. So there's no question, there's a reason that these tools are a lot more expensive, but honestly not necessary. It just takes a little bit more time on the other saws. Okay, so ideally, it'd be nice to have to be able to keep the floor waterproof, but I already put a saw blade right through the waterproofing, so this is just going to be a repair, and we're just going to thin set it just like anything else. Ideally, I'd really like to have all my bathrooms completely waterproof, but in order to do that, I would have had to, basically tear out the entire floor to be able to do this. But this will be just like 99% of other bathrooms where, a lot of people just used hardy backer or even plywood and just went right over it. So there's no problem there overall. So it's by no means a perfect scenario, but I think it'll look all right. Once we grout it, match everything up, it'll almost look like you kind of did it on purpose.